Channel G Kids.
Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and look at all of these incredible new Jurassic World Dominion action figures that we're going to open with you here today. I'm so excited. We have, we're completing the entire first wave. I think we already have everything because there's tons of, it's too dark over here, other action figures that I'm sure you can see. It's just a ton of them. They're just too dark, not lit up. But we're going to dive on in with these first ones with a set with Claire and the Dilophosaurus. We have Owen and Beta. But we also have the set of 4 of these dinosaurs right here, featuring Blue and others. So you're not going to want to miss this. So guys, before we get started, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time I have any video come out. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these incredible action figures. Give us a big thumbs up. And yeah, we're recording this just a couple days before the movie comes out, so you have no idea how excited I am, or maybe you do because you're probably just as excited as I am that this movie's coming out. But other than the previews, we have no idea what's gonna go on, and I just can't wait. So what do you say we go ahead and get started? All right friends, so welcome back. Let's go ahead and dive on in and see which action figure sets, which Ferocious packs we're going to be opening today. We'll take a closer look and then we'll jump on in. So, of course, we have this incredible Owen and Velociraptor Beta, which we've learned from the previews, because I haven't seen the movie yet, hasn't come out yet, is definitely got to be Blue's baby. Look at that. We also have Claire and a Dilophosaurus. Look how awesome that looks. We have some accessories. Claire looks outstanding. Then we have the 4 Ferocious packs that have come out, and this is, or wave 1 at least. We have Blue right here. Of course, Blue is a raptor, and you're gonna have to forgive me on pronunciation of these last 3, but if I totally butcher it. So I would assume this is Miragaya, and if there's an accent somewhere else, forgive me. We have a Moros Intrepidus. Feel free to correct me. And we have, is the D or the S silent or neither? So a Sung Aripter. Help me out here. Sung Aripterus. Sungoripterus. I'm hoping that's correct. I tried pronouncing it like 3 or 4 different times. It's not gonna get any better, I don't think. So what do you say we go ahead, get everything set up, and take a closer look at these incredible new sets. Alright, so I'm super excited about kicking it all off with Owen and Beta. Let's get set up right here. Let's get closer and let's take a look at this beautiful packaging. Look at this beautiful logo right here for Jurassic World Dominion. We got this like amber looking glowing logo that we got right here. Owen and Beta. The package looks absolutely amazing. It's this almost completely open box style, but because right here this is all behind plastic, that's the only thing that makes it different. These now have a cool new feature that says scan to unlock, and we'll be doing that really soon. Seeing what happens when you scan it with the mobile app, I'm assuming. And yeah, looks like it has the same picture back here. And unfortunately, there's no write-up for our heroes back here. It just says utility tool included, which looks like a knife. We have a fox. I don't know if that's his friend or just some woodland creature. We have Owen with his gun, with a scope, and yeah, we have Beta. Straight up cold chilling right there. So let's get them out. And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I have scissors here? I don't just rip it out either. And this isn't gonna cut anything. So, I mean it could, but that would be kind of slow and sad, I think. Alright, so let me see what I can do. Make this easy. Let me get the scissors, and then I almost gave myself a box cut just by accidentally rubbing against that. So let me see, give me a second. Alright, here we go. You can cut bait out. Oh, there's another one over here on this lake. Okay. And oh, I thought there was a third one. That was easy. Let's see if we can't get Owen out just by wedging this under there. I thought that would be a little bit slightly easier. And like, forgive me for assuming that. Here's our little fox. Okay, our knife isn't just popping out here. Let's get our Owen. There's a little plastic tray. And then, what about this rifle right here? There we go. Okay, nice. Looks like there's nothing else in here. Perfect. Set that aside. And let's get super close. And let's take a look at the way this looks. Oh, okay, good. I was like, oh no, Owen has something going on right there. But, alright, cool. So, let's see, we have some decent head articulation right there. We can pivot it a little bit. Doesn't really go back and forth very much, but it does turn pretty well. You can actually turn it all the way around. Let's see. You can turn the arms all the way around. They come up to a little bit more than a 90-degree angle. And the elbows come in again to almost 90-degree angle and turn. The wrists do not turn, and the fingers are a little soft, but not super soft. Probably just good enough to be able to hold this little knife right here. Let's see. Looks like it's made for this hand. Look at that. Oh, sorry, I'm going out of focus for some reason. There we go. See it right there. It would have been nice if it was silver, but nonetheless, he does turn at the waist, so that's great. We do have these legs that would go to the splits. They go not very far back because of this, but they do go basically 90-degree angle forward. Looks like we can put his utility knife back here, like that. That's cool. His knees also bend to beyond a 90-degree angle, so that's cool. I like the texture on the jeans, like that. Too bad the boots don't pivot. There's a little bit of paint bleed there, but otherwise the mold's pretty good for this guy, and all in all, a good action figure. Look at that. Okay, let's see his rifle right here. That's what that looks like. I wonder how well he can hold it. Looks like it might be pretty well. And let me see how he holds it on the box. I'm gonna put this bit to the side. It shows him holding it like this. Okay, interesting. So it didn't have his finger in the trigger at all. That's what definitely what it looked like, but looked like it actually had his hand like that. But anywho, looks pretty good. Let's see what happens if we stand him up. He does have a hole for a little stand with a little peg on it. So we can give him a more casual, just relaxed look. That's pretty good. Look at that. Awesome. So let's take a look at this little fox right here. We'll figure out what he says. And what is this? A piece of glitter? Came with. So I like this little faded white job for the tail right here. The legs, the brownish obviously, and that paint job does look a little rushed. It's awfully straight right there compared to how it fades out here. But pretty good mold, I guess. Like, what is this? Okay. and pretty good size in relation to Owen. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, we have Beta right here. Look at that. I'm a little disappointed that the elbows look like they could really benefit from extending a little bit. But otherwise, this is a good looking action figure. The head and neck turn. Look at that. So that's some outstanding articulation. Too bad it kind of leans when you do that. So you can't turn the head without it leaning. So that's the only unfortunate part. The mouth opens well. There's good color in there. Look at that. So these arms, they go out and they go around. I just wish this could extend a little bit further. And then the hind legs, they do move pretty well. Look at that. Can be eating. And all in all, moves pretty well. The tail does turn here, which only has, you know, a slight amount of, well, it's not even articulation, just spinning it. And we'll see, my nails are so short that I'm not going to be able to pop that out. But let's use this. There we go. And there's the Jurassic World symbol. And here's the code that we would scan as soon as we download the app. I like that they do have another color for these nails, the talons, right? Because in a little bit, that was not included on blues. Oop, there we go. See. So we'll get to that. But these two look awesome. We'll go ahead and set them aside right over here. That looks awesome. And open Claire next. Let's put Owen right here. We'll put his rifle right here. His little fox friend. And we'll put Blue. I'm sorry, Beta. Sorry if I've already called Beta Blue several times. Because that definitely was not my intention. And there we go. Look how cool that looks. That looks absolutely outstanding. Okay, let's move on to Claire and the Dilophosaurus. What do you say? Just a little bit set up again. Alright, here we go. Alright, so next we do have that 2-pack of Claire and the Dilophosaurus. Look at that, and this looks absolutely amazing. Look at this beautiful paint right here. I don't even know what these things are called, but definitely fan out like that when it's, you know, in attack mode. We have like spitting venom right here, with some sort of communicator satellite phone, and another different type of weapon. Maybe for tranquilizer, I don't know. Beautiful package, beautiful font. Look at this. It's like a Troceraptor, which I think that's how you pronounce it. We're gonna have some new dinosaurs that we hadn't seen before. There we go. We'll come back to the part with the app. But cool, look at that. Look at that pose. And tracker included, so it's a tracker. There we go. Alright, let's get it up. Well, let's get her and this out. Dilophosaurus. Let's see. The venom. Venom. Get that all out. The tracker. I'm assuming he's taped in there. Let's get that out. There we go. Get it out without accidentally ruining it. There we go. Okay, and let's get our Claire and weapon. There we are. Let's move this over here. And let's take a closer look at Claire. And I do like the way Claire looks. Perhaps looks a little bit more like Dr. Sattler with orange hair, but still a cool looking action figure, so I will say that. Let's see, the head moves this much forward, this much back. You have plastic line right here. See the arms go a little bit beyond a 90-degree angle. The elbows do bend and turn. This arm is a lot bendier than Owen's. Look at that. This jacket, I think if we pulled the arm off, it might come off, but then it just wouldn't match. So it is soft plastic. We do turn at the waist. Look at that belt. Looks cool. The legs come up to almost 90-degree angle. The knees do bend pretty well and turn. The boots look cool. This is soft plastic here. So all in all, this is a pretty cool looking action figure. Let's see, we have the tracker is what it said, right? Let's see. There we go. I looked a little more detailed when we were far away. Look at that. Okay. And then we have her weapon. I'm assuming hers, because why would it be in here? But, yeah. Let's see what happens if she's holding the communicator. Will her hand hold it well? The elbows move also, if I didn't say that. But, let's see, it holds it, I guess, decent. There we go. Awesome. And then I'm going to go get the one from the last movie to compare. But before that, let's look at this Dilophosaurus, which I think has an absolutely beautiful paint job. Look at that. Oh, I guess the mouth doesn't close. Interestingly enough. Don't know if you want to scan this code yourself, but there we go. Tail. Ooh, does not turn actually. It's interesting. And then we have a Jurassic World, Jurassic Park symbol right there, with a T-Rex skull. Alright, cool. These actually click as you turn them, or this one does, look at that. This leg moves freely. Now the arms turn, but they don't go out. Soft plastic. And then this back here fans out like that. Look at that. So, size in relation to Claire and to Owen, you'll see. Oh, I didn't even put the venom spitting out, which goes right here. Look at that. Scary, because we saw what this thing would be capable of doing with Dennis. And it killed him. I guess, spoiler alert, for the first movie if you haven't seen it past 30 years. And, why is it kind of leaning off to the side? I didn't notice that at first. But yeah, this one's kind of leaning off to the side. So, let's put this Dilophosaurus right here. Let's put Claire over here next to Owen, and chilling next to the fox. Oh. There we go. How does that look? Sorry if I was out of focus the whole time. Doesn't that look awesome? Check that out. Sorry, I was taking a picture. Yeah, it looks pretty great. I'd move Theta face that way. This would all look like a great picture as well. Okay, what do you say we open some more? Look how awesome this looks. Alright, let's move on. Oh, and forgive me, I did say that I would compare her to the action figure from the previous movie. And while this one is still sealed here, look at that. Facial features maybe look a little bit closer to the actual actress, Bryce Dallas Howard, but still super cool. Look at that. There's the difference between the two. Even the skin tone is different. Lost her tan. Nonetheless, super awesome. I was absolutely certain that you would appreciate this little side-by-side comparison. Look at that. Alright. We definitely need to revisit these from Fallen Kingdom. What a great movie. Alright, cool. Let's move on. And move on we shall. So, one more quick look at these amazing action figures right here that we just opened from the 2-packs. And here are the Ferocious packs, this set of 4. So let's jump on in and do blue first. Excited about that. And then you'll hear me mispronounce all the other dinosaurs that are in this set. Okay, move blue here and set these aside. Alright. Oops. Look at this. So this is definitely an open box. And looks awesome. Of course, these are made from Mattel. And I just realized I may not have said that enough earlier. You can definitely see that right there. There's no write-up on the back. It just says Ferocious Pack. Here are the 4 in this set. So this is the whole first wave. And then they all have the scanning code that if you'd like, you can. We'll be looking at that later. Not necessarily right now. So let's cut blue out of here. And that should be plenty. Which means probably you can just pop black blue right back into there. That's pretty good. Okay, so just checking. Let's zoom on in closer. Look how great this action figure looks. The mouth opens to about right there. And then we can pivot and turn the head. That's awesome and it's outstanding because you can't do that on all of them. So that's great. Too bad again that the arms don't go out or an elbow joint. That would be helpful. The tail does turn. Look at that. It matches up to, in case you're wondering if you have it pointed the way it should be, because that looks a little odd, but you can just line those up right there. The hind legs, looks like they would go all the way around if you wanted them to, but obviously that would be pointless. One leg is meant to be in front of the other to stand up better. And unfortunately, and we can always customize this ourselves, the talons over here are not a different color than the plastic on the legs. We do have this nice blue going across right there. I'm like, where is the butter knife I literally just had, so we can open this up. There we go. Look at that. There's the code for the app. I love the fact that there's a little bit of color right here, but I'm a little concerned that I don't think it's supposed to look kind of splotchy like that because of the texture. It looks like maybe they just didn't paint it far down enough. So what they get in E for effort. Bradley's putting another splash of paint on here. So let's see what blue looks like. There we go. Trying to make sure she can balance. Arms down and look and turn the head. That looks cool. So there's blue right next to beta. How awesome does that look? That looks really cool, actually. Thoughts? It looks awesome. Let me zoom out real quick and get a really cool picture here. All right, let's move on. And those look so cool. And next, we're doing this Moros Intrepidus. Again, forgive me if I mispronounced it, but wait till I get further down the other ones. And interesting how the tail is just all of a sudden orange here, like a carrot. And the arms are just all of a sudden whitish marshmallow color here, or cream. But let's go ahead and get this dino open. Wow, look at that. And almost the same package as blue. Let's make sure we don't accidentally cut our action figure. Should be able to pop this out and then also pop it back in because it snaps into place. So let's take a closer look. I love the texture on here. If I didn't say that on blue, yeah, the texture is great. So, okay. Let's see, we do have great head articulation like blue did. Look at that, we can turn here at the base of the neck. Too bad we can't turn elsewhere, but still I'm glad we can still turn. It was a little tough to open the mouth. But it still does open, that looks great. Fierce. The arms are very similar on how they don't open out, just turn like a clock hands. The legs look great. Would have been nice for two-tone right here for the claws, but nonetheless, this looks cool. It's got almost like this Legion of Doom haircut going on right here with the split. I like this orange right here. Let's open this up. Again, I guess without the app it's not so exciting, but just in case you have the app and don't have these other ones, here we go. So, super cool. Looks good. Looks fierce. Uh-oh. Chip tooth. Well, more than one. Let's see. That's alright. Look how cool it looks. I'm digging it. And looks like you always need to have this leg in front of this one because that's just the way it was made. To have that one leading. There we go. Alright, cool. So let's put this one right here. And we said that was, who was it? Moros Intrepidus? Alright. Oops. I knocked over a different one. Look how great that looks. Wow. Can't get over that. Wow, these action figures look amazing. Okay. Especially when they're all lined up together. Let's move on. Two more. Well, two more in the Ferocious packs, for that matter. And next we have Miragaya. And I'm not 100% sure if that's how we pronounce it, but I'm just going, just diving in, because it looks like we have that. Then we have this, which would mean Earth. So I'm like, why not? Okay, there we are. Let's get this open. And maybe another one we could customize. Cool that again we don't need those tying it down to hold it into the box. We can do that. But I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking these would be the same color here. It's just the paint job ended going that way. Cool, look how you pull this up and it reveals that little code. Interesting, these little piquitos, little spikes. And let's see, wow, cool. Like how we can turn this for the neck, The mouth does open and close. This looks like what? Dark crystal. What is it? Skeksis. Isn't that what it's like? Very cool. Interesting how the legs in the front are like dark black and the legs in the back are the greenish, grayish. So, anyway, if they're supposed to be this color and match all the way down, which I would think, we can definitely just find a color that matches and paint it down. Zoom on in just a little bit more. Here we are. And look how that looks. So we open it up. You can see the tongue, look at that. So kind of a mean looking little beast right here. Probably slow. Has these spines for defense, but cool looking dinosaur that actually, until I saw it there at Walmart, I had no idea that it even existed, assuming this is a real one, but there's no reason to think not until we get to like the Atrociraptors and so on, or Indoraptor and the Indominus. So don't know which ones would be and which ones wouldn't be, but look how cool that looks. Alright, awesome. And let's move on to the last one in this set. So, please correct me. I'm like, is it Sungaripterus? Hopefully so, because I'm going confidently with that, and I could be confidently wrong. But it's like, let's say this is kind of pronounced together, so it's Sungaripterus. That's what we're going with. Looks like he's biting him in the nose right here. Look at that. And he's got a little bit of pelican reminiscence. Alright, so the last of the 4 Ferocious pack, wave 1. Let's get this open from here. And from here, so we don't cut him. And this one doesn't look like it fits as snug, but wow, cool, it still does. So that's a pleasant surprise. And let's see, let's zoom in close, see what this detail looks like. I'm digging that blue that's on it. Wow, that's cool. Look how the beak, wow, that's interesting. Look how those teeth are. And I'm sure it would be razor sharp plus teeth. So let's see the neck. The base of the neck actually moves pretty well up and down. Look at that. And then turns. So that's cool. And then the joints at the elbows, I'm sorry, at the shoulders, move this far down and this far up. Look at that. And these hind legs, oh, they move together. So I guess technically you could have this thing like trying to come. Oops, I got it backwards. I wonder it was weird. No one told me I had it backwards. But anywho, look at that. You can see the arm integrated into the wing. Doesn't that look absolutely wicked? A little bit of reminiscence of a bat. But see what happens when we open this. There we go, there's where the code is. Look at that. And you just pop that open right there. So on this one, is there a way to get it to stand like this? Like if it was perched? Yes and no, right? Yes and no. So it doesn't stand well like that. But it could if we find the right balance, I think. Which I'm about to give up on real quick. But nonetheless, we can put this one in an action figure stand. We have one here. I was hoping to find a smaller, thinner one, but whatever. Let's grab this one real quick. And so I can put it on right here. Okay, And hopefully that helped. Wow, it's kind of high actually. But cool that it's like flying out. Let's bring this further down. Just move it forward. I don't know if that's helping or not. But there we go. So guys, look how awesome. There we go. Very cool. All right, friends. So now that we've done all of these so far, I can't get enough of seeing just how incredible they look. We're gonna move on to our next Jurassic World Dominion set, actually. And this is gonna be the Owen Escape Pack. Look at this. Comes with Owen, the bike, and there's 2 Atrociraptors. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, because I'm not going to see the movie till less than 24 hours from now. And there's like Carnotaurus, I guess. And again, hope I'm not butchering all their names, but they look absolutely incredible. These look so good. And so I wonder what makes these different from a Velociraptor. Guess we'll find out. So there's a utility tool included. It doesn't say knife, doesn't say dagger, it says utility tool. Look how great these look. And then they all have this right here, which is a little scan code that comes out in the back so that you can see the interactive portion of the app. So let's go ahead and get this open. Let's take a look. And I'm very excited. And let's see, was there tape over here? I'm probably gonna have to move it. Oh no, there is no tape. It is glued, which was something that I was hoping to not encounter. Oh well. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to approach this from the east over here. I wanna not destroy this package, so let's see. Put this part back here. And just kind of pry it loose a little bit. See what happens. Without destroying the whole thing. Okay, hopefully that was plenty. Still some sort of glue there. Okay, and here we are. We'll slide it on out. Look at that. Man, that looks awesome. And they're like on the beach. So I'm sure that gives something away from the storyline. Not necessarily plot, but clearly he's gonna be running away from them. Look how cool that looks. Let me take a quick picture. Give me a second. Look how cool that looks. Move this up. There we go. It looks absolutely phenomenal. Okay, cool. So, this side, look how great that looks. And let's remove our dinosaurs. I love that they're just placed in there. Oh, cool. Alright, so this one has joints that can move a little bit more than the other ones. The paint does end right here again. So let's set them all aside. Put the helmet. This looks like it could be the same Owen that we already did. Just packaged with this. Okay, cool. I didn't have to cut that. Alright, so we'll just have them kind of rubber banded to the bike. And who knows, maybe that'll work a little bit better than whatever I was planning on doing. This looks like it's knotted there. So let's just, let's try not to cut them, but the strategy didn't work as well as I would have hoped. Alright, whatever, let's just cut this one. Okay. So, move this over here. Let's get his utility tool, utility knife out here. Just pop that out. Even though it probably is the same one we just did. Because again, it looks like the Owen figure might be the exact same. Set this aside. Let's see what we got here. Alright. This Owen figure. Let's see if there are any obvious differences. Here's the Owen figure we just opened. And it looks like it is the same figure. If the paint is slightly off, it might just be the angle that I'm holding them at. Because look at that. Or just done with a different batch, but it definitely appears that it's the same Owen. Face looks a little higher here, or a little lower here I should say, but other than that, definitely looks like the same Owen. Okay, let's take a look at this motorcycle. This is really nice actually, it's got beautiful detail, look at that. So this turns a little loose, but it does, if you push it all the way it'll hold. The tire does hit against right here, because it definitely rocks back and forth, so it'll start to rub against right over here. This one moves smoothly. And then what about this? Does this come down? It does. Wow, just kind of clicks around. So that's good. Now we can have a little kickstand. So that'll work well. Pull this back. I like the detail. I like the fact they at least put some silver here. So that makes it look cool. Let's see. It's a little more solid than you would think, as far as how it feels here. This joint feels a little bit loose, but the bike feels pretty solid here. The fact that this wheel and this little housing can kind of like rock a little bit, that's unfortunate. But overall, it looks great, feels great for the most part. And yeah, let's see about putting this down. Seeing if we can have Owen rocking it. And so, well, just a quick refresher. The head tilts a little bit, but doesn't go very far back and forth. Spins all the way around. The arms go all the way around and come up to about a 90-degree angle. The elbows come into about a 90-degree angle, just a little bit less. And they do turn a little bit because of that joint. Same thing with the legs. They come to almost a 90-degree angle. We do turn at the waist. This little dagger right here. This little utility knife. Fit right back over here. You can also hold it. There are no joints on the over here, the boots for the ankles, but we can bend the knees pretty well, and it does turn there. So what about this helmet? This helmet looks pretty cool. Can we just shove the head in there? Is this soft and rubbery or plasticky enough? Let's see what happens. Oof, it did not just slide in there. So, I'm assuming I'm just supposed to shove that on in there. So with the hair like that, I guess it would help. That would help for us to pull it down this way. There we go. Look at that. Just a little bit of coaxing. But that's cool. Look at that. Try to bring it down maybe a little bit more. That'll work. I wonder if we'd be able to hold. Let's see. Bend his legs forward like this. Let's see if we can get the arms on the, including the fingers. Come on. Okay. Looks like that's a maybe. Sorry, I was focused on trying to get this going. Turning, since you can't turn at the wrist, turning the arms in like that. Do extend the elbows in a way that maybe we would rather not do, but it doesn't look too terrible. Let's see, we'll put the boots right on there. He's gonna be sitting straight up. And you know, it doesn't look too bad. Look at that. Doesn't look too terrible. Looks actually kind of cool. Okay. Let's set this up right here. Get a closer look. What do you think? Alright, cool. Let's look at our other, well, what else comes in here is our dinos. And this does say a Velociraptor, and hopefully I'm not mispronouncing that. I don't know if this is one that was engineered, or came later, or would have existed. I guess we're gonna find out in the movie. And our Carnotaurus, and this is not Toro. Definitely don't think, because I want to be more maroon. But look how cool this looks. So we'll start with him. So, as far as his little arms, these do go out, so I appreciate that, because in the other dinosaurs we didn't have that, other than Beta. But that matters. Even though there's not a whole lot he can do here, I do appreciate that we can pose that. The head goes this far back and forth. It does turn there at that joint. Too bad you can't turn it over here. The mouth opens that much. Too bad the tongue doesn't come out, but that's alright. Look how cool that looks. Like one horn is poking out here and the other one is like cut off or broken off. Like the way the eyes look. So we might have some paint bleed here, or a drop that fell right there, and that's okay. That looks cool. Like the way they faded it here with like almost like a combination of stippled cross hatches. Okay. I do like this pattern that it is colored here. Too bad it doesn't extend out onto the tail. The tail does turn, but kind of ask yourself why, because you'd rather pose it than spin it, because it looks a little unnatural, but that's okay. Let's see, the legs go perhaps all the way around. Now you don't really want them to, and you couldn't sustain a standing pose like that, because this one's meant to be back and this one's meant to be forward. Again, open the legs out slightly, just a little bit. But all in all, this guy looks pretty good. Let's see if we can get that little code open. There we go. So in case you want to see that, there you are. And let's put this guy right next to Owen so you can see how big this one is. I don't know if he's in perfect relation size, or if this is supposed to be like a smaller one, because I feel like full grown that would be bigger according to what we've seen in the movies. So who knows if this is like an adolescent teenage one, in other words, so to speak. Okay, and so for our Velociraptor, we have this one that is this like blood orange color. Interesting how the tail is opposite of that, and just all of a sudden is different color here. And for this one, it's interesting because it's like this color doesn't continue on into the body, it just kind of ends there. But nonetheless, this one's like crouching down, like that. There you go. There we go. But forgive me, I don't know why I'm going so badly out of focus. There we are. Probably too many things visible on the camera. So again, we can move the head back and forth pretty well. We can spin it at the base only, so that's, I'd rather it spin somewhere else, but if it's that or nothing, I'll take it. Look how wide the mouth opens, that looks pretty good. We have one bent arm, one extending arm, and unfortunately do not come out. The legs move pretty well all the way around. However, these legs are permanently in like a creeping stance like that. And I don't know how we're supposed to support from standing well, but looks like that's the case. And maybe we just put some more forward. Look at that. So, let's bring this down here. It does look pretty crazy, look at that. And the arms are like way off color, so they did not color the talons. Those raptor claws. And several things that are kind of mismatching in color. Even this head, you see that right here, the neck. It's a different color, like different colors of tan or sand or whatever you're gonna call them. So none of the body parts match in color. That's the only unfortunate part. This one looks a little weird. So it's like a Frankenstein's monster raptor, because the legs, the arms, the body, the head, everything's different color. Put that right there. And let's look at the last one. Let's open this coat up too. That. As I mentioned, well, I didn't mention all this body matches well in the color, but what I mentioned was the tail being totally different color. So I don't know if that truly is intentional or it's just supposed to. Let's assume it is. Haven't seen the movie yet. That right here, even though it looks like a hard different color, maybe right here it's supposed to blend a little bit better. The claws are not different colors. That's unfortunate also, but an easy fix if you want to just customize it. I like the way the head looks. I like the way the mouth opens. The head does move a decent amount forward and back, and then turns at the base. That's cool. I just opened this, didn't I? At least it feels like it. And then this tail does turn, but it really just matches here. You can see where that lines up right there. On both sides, see? The legs move pretty smooth. They feel pretty sturdy. The arms, they do spin also all the way around, and they're soft plastic. But they don't come out, and they don't have an elbow joint, so that's unfortunate. That would have been really nice. So, this is a Velociraptor, looks like. He'll stand pretty well on his own also. And that looks cool. Look at that. Let's take a quick picture. Looks awesome. Cool. Let's open this bad boy's mouth. There we go. I have Owen here. So, what are your thoughts? This set is just getting better and better. I'll put this right on over here. Right? Can put this Velociraptor here. And that should look kind of cool. Look at that. Maybe even put Owen right over here. Oop, it's falling over. great addition that made. Look at that. We're gonna have to move everybody to the side. What are your thoughts? Doesn't that look absolutely outstanding? Now I can move that up higher. Let's see. Just for a second. There we go. Look how cool that might look from the side over here. The angle was a little better. I was just trying to find that great angle right there. Good enough. Took a couple pictures. Perfect. All right. And guess what? What would you rather do? Oop. And I already showed this, but I'm going to do this, and here I go mispronouncing. Is this a Therizinosaurus? Don't know if I accented well. That one has sounds. As does this T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's open this one, but we're gonna have to move and make some space. What do you say? So, give me a second.